Good morning, everyone. Welcome to another live stream. We're just starting, getting ready. Gonna drive here in LA Canyons today and have a little bit of fun. How's everybody doing? Oi, meu pai. Bom dia. All right, let's change the weather. I think it's raining for too long now. Let's get a little bit of just sunlight. Let's stop the rain. And let's make it a little later in the day. Yeah, that's good. Let's connect our lights. So today we're going to drive in a Assetto Corsa Classic. We are in LA Canyons and we will be driving the Volvo S60R with the Cadillac steering wheel. Yes. So we got the Volvo S60R here ready to roll. Beautiful car. And we got the steering wheel from a Cadillac CT5V. All right, I need to connect my chat. It might just be me, but a drive in the rain feels relaxing. It's not just you, man. I agree with you. Totally agree with you. We can put the rain back on a little later. Let me just reconnect my caster lads here. I'm not reading my TikTok. Chats are not TikToking. So let's restart it. Yeah, let's put the rain back then. I agree. It's relaxing. But I'll just turn the rain on without changing the amount of clouds in the sky. One of those weird rainy days. Or actually, no, let's put it overcast. Or mostly overcast. There we go. And then let's put the rain now manually. Yeah, that's good. Get the wipers on. Let's restart Caster Labs, which should have restarted already. Welcome if you're joining right now. Please don't mind if you double tap to like and subscribe if you're not subscribed already. We'll be driving in just a second. Elvis, how do you connect a car steering wheel to a Moza wheel? Elvis, I have good news for you. I recorded the process of making this very steering wheel here, and I'll be posting my tutorial on my YouTube channel really soon. I just need to finish editing it, and as soon as I edit it, I will post it. Which should be soon, I hope. Should be soon. So we're connecting the Caster Lab here. Alright, alright, alright. Let's go. A lot of rain. You can put too much water. Put the map. And is it in sync? I don't know. Let's see if it's synced. Stop here at the shoulder for a second. Put the hazard lights, right? That's the proper thing to do. Okay, now we are. Now we are. Congrats on the steering wheel. Thank you, Matt. Yes, it worked finally. Is the steering wheel heavy on Moza base? It's not heavy at all. You can actually check the video. I posted a shorts 2 days ago, in fact. And that shorts, I go over the weight of each steering wheel. The Cadillac steering wheel weighs just about the same as this one. This is a Moza CS Pro, has the same weight as the Cadillac steering wheel. The heaviest steering wheel I have here is my Volvo steering wheel. This one. The Volvo is just over 3 kilos. Pretty heavy boy. And the Volvo does not affect the force feedback at all. I have 12 Newton meters, so that helps a little bit. Put the car's name on. There we go. And where's my mouse? So no, the weight doesn't affect, and from what I hear, I'm not an expert in physics, but there's a guy that was talking, and he has like more credentials than me, and he was talking about how the weight does not affect the steering wheel as much. I mean, barely. It's negligible, the effect on the weight. The effect is more on the size of the steering wheel, and this steering wheel is actually smaller than the truck steering wheel that Moza sells. It's about this much smaller, and so I really feel it's super heavy. It's actually too heavy right now, and I have my force feedback at only 80%. Are the crashes real? They're real in the game, not real in real life. Hey T, welcome back. That's a very bright red Beetle. Got a Prius passing on double yellow. Yeah, don't do that. I'm on a simulator. I mean, and there's no police here. I know. It's been a hot minute since I've been in the stream. Oh man, I've been great. How about you, dude? Thank you for coming back. That was sketchy. Why not use the pedals? So this car here is the Volvo S60R. And the Volvo S60R here has a 6-manual transmission, just like the one I have here. This is a car that does not work with the pedal shifter. The game really respects the car's transmission. So if you're driving an H pattern, the H pattern will work. If you're driving a car with the paddle shifters, then the paddle shifters will work. That's the logic. It's not a choice by me. It's the game. What's up, Shadow? Why don't you drive the Cadillac? I will. I wanted to start with the Volvo today, Aiden. I'll put the Cadillac later. I love the Cadillac. I drove my Cadillac this morning, so I already took that itch out of me. I have a question. Could you accept my chat request? If you want to talk to me, GV, the best way to talk to me is on my Discord. I have literally hundreds of DMs in my TikTok, so I don't check them. So if you want to talk to me, just go to my Discord, and then it's easier to talk to me there. Until I run 3 screens, I've set up face tracking with my old tracker and extension compromise from water. Dude, I never used the the eye tracking thing. I do have the triple here, and the triple works pretty well in my case. Which, move? Are we not working today? Well, I guess I can't move my camera today for some odd reason. You guys are not seeing it moved, right? No. Now why? Oh, there you go. Decided to wake up. So, yeah, I use triple. I just feel it's a little easier. Okay. What are you doing, buddy? Why in the middle of the road? There's an area you could do a U-turn there. The name of the game is called Assetto Corsa, not BeamNG, sorry. Can you play BeamNG? I was reading that question. I can, but not today. Thank you, Houdini. Thank you, sir. Throwback, I just answered you. What wheelbase we have a Moza R12 here. What's it? I'm reading the chat. Don't do that. Don't drive and read the chat. How do I join the Discord? I have a link in the description. I went through the only space. Okay. Did the game freeze? As a first. What in the world? Yeah, it froze. But the rain's still raining. Yes. Huh. That's odd. Oh, wow. Yeah, the game froze in a very interesting way. I never seen that happen. Let's restart it. More questions here while we restart. What's the name of the game? Assetto Corsa. That's a very common question. What's up from New Zealand? Hey, hello to New Zealand. So let's go back again. I already told the name of the game several times, buddy. Is it like a very big group? It's not a huge group, no. You have an entire vehicle chassis cockpit in your room. No, it's just the front half and the passenger and driver seat. There we go. Let's go again, shall we? I don't know what happened. I never had this type of freeze. How did you connect the steering wheel? What drivers did you use? What do you mean, what drivers? I'm using a Moza. I have the quick release here, and I put an ESP32 to make the buttons work. So all the buttons work. I can click and go to the next or previous screen. If you want to make a simulator like that, just check out my tutorial on my channel. It's available, and I'm making more tutorials as we speak. Would you recommend buying the Moza R3 and selling the G29? Ah, man, I would, GV. I think so. But, like, if you have just a little bit more budget, get the R5. If not, the R3 is going to be amazing, but the R5 is just slightly stronger. And that might be the difference between, like, you know, a little more force feedback. And if you do it, please use my affiliate link. That'll help a lot. See you later, Nathan. I should get the bezel blenders. I thought about that, but I don't really feel like it's necessary, in my opinion. But I understand why people... You guys are watching, so it bothers you more. When I'm driving, I don't even see it. Especially because the A-pillar is so close to where the bezels are. I don't know. Thank you, Smack Bird. Not Bird. Smack Big TV. How much was the entire setup? About $700. Yeah, the 5%, I fixed that later. I don't know why I thought it was 5% discount. It's not. Somebody called me out for that, and I fixed it. Because it's not. So, I gotta check it out if I forgot somewhere. Saying it's 5%. It's not. You're upgrading from a G27 to G29. Is it worth? No, man. It's not worth at all. I don't think it's worth. The G29 is old already. Just go for anything direct drive, man. Felix Camacho, what GPU do you have? I have a 4090 and a 9950 X3D. Whole setup $700. LOL. Yes, sir. $300 in car parts, $400 in wood, metal, carpet, and Arduinos. I don't even have to say that you can't buy a computer for about $700. But this is the rig. I'm obviously talking about the rig. Yes, the rig is only $700. If you watch my YouTube channel tutorial, you'll see the price breakdown. I put the receipts. Everything is there. I spent $700 on the rig. And obviously, your budget will dictate how much you're going to spend extra. If you already have a computer and a monitor, the only thing missing if you don't have already is a wheelbase. And wheelbases, you can buy a used one for $100, or you can spend $3,000. So it's up to you. But the whole point of the simulator is you're building a wrecked, like, parts car. So that should be cheap. Shouldn't be expensive. Unless you go on eBay and you think, I want to buy a Lamborghini, then it's going to be expensive. Before I go, who has to should upgrade to an R3? I recommend he gets an R5. Yeah, same what I said. I think the R5 is just slightly better. Does the hazard button work? Yes. Every button works. Every single thing works in the simulator, man. And yes, the hazard lights will do the hazards outside of the car as well. The simulator is Assetto Corsa. Thank you, Sean. Do you play BeamNG? Yes, I do. 300 in parts is crazy. That's not that. If you go to a junkyard, man, $300. I have the receipts. Where there's rain in the glass on a sunny day. Oh man, you have not been to Florida, have you? Which one is better, the G29 or G923? No, neither. They're the same. Just difference between working with PlayStation, if I'm not wrong, or Xbox, I don't remember. Which steering wheel? This is a Cadillac steering wheel. Does the horn work? Not as here, but I have a button that I think I did. Is this one? Yeah. I have a button on the steering wheel for the horn. Houdini, do not DM me on Discord. Join my Discord group and talk to me there. I don't answer DMs, man, unless I know you already. Yes, I know. Forza Horizon 6 will be set in Japan. Ever driven a sim on a VR? Yes, I do have a VR set here. I have two VR headsets. I have a PMax and I have a Quest 2. I prefer triple. A lot better. Ooh. Yes, that's a Moza steering wheel. Yes, Wheelbase. I do have not a discount, man. I missaid that. It's just an affiliate link. It'll help me out, but it doesn't have a discount. Do I play BeamNG? Yes, I do. Bray already answered. The AC works. All the buttons work. There's no air coming out of here. I don't actually need the air. I'm in my home office. Do the buttons use the original circuitry? Yes and no, NGA, please. Depends on what part are we talking about. Like here, yes. This is the original and all the buttons here work. This is original, the original circuits. I'm just connecting an Arduino to the original circuitry. Here, no, I had to wire new wires to use the buttons. So they are the original buttons, but they're not the original circuitry. The gauge cluster, yes, everything is original. What else? Here on the steering wheel, everything is original, but on the right side. The left side is original, the right side is not. Depends. Is this sim driftable? Yes. Do you suggest getting a expensive racing driver rig for a beginner? It's not about the beginner expensive, dilemma. It's more about, are you gonna play enough and then buy whatever your budget allows. What about Evo? The Assetto Corsa Evo? I love that. We may play that later, a little later. Thank you, Film. Enjoy the commute, buddy. Thank you, Houdini. Oh, kind of lost the rear view mirror if that was real life. He's using a USB shifter. Yes, this is called generic USB shifter underneath the Volvo Spaceball. What interior this car is from? Lord Stock. This is a Volvo S60R. What if you set up wind machines through the AC? Could it work? Yes, Nathan. Super simple to set up, actually. I just don't feel the need. That's why I never did set that up. From eBay. Yes, LA Canyons. What do you mean eBay, Nathan? Bro, put the Volvo steering wheel. I want to drive with the Cadillac, man. Sorry. I have the Volvo. I just feel like I just made the lights work, man. I want to use it. I'm just having fun. How does the CarPlay work? Graffiti. So the CarPlay is a SimHub dashboard. And you can download it on my channel. Just go to my channel, search for the SimHub tutorial, and you can download it. This game is called Assetto Corsa. Do you play truck games? Yes, I do. Because kind of confuses me with a modern Cadillac steering wheel and an old interior design. I'm sorry if it confuses you. I don't mind. And so I like it. If I play Assetto Corsa and Gran Turismo, what do you mean if I play? You can play. Isn't it just better to get a car at this point? It's not. Insert the original name here. I already have 4 cars, including the Cadillac CT5D and the Volvo S60R. No need to go out just to drive randomly before going to work at home. I work from home. What screens am I using? I am using triple 4K 65-inch TVs here. So there's one on my right as soon as the button works, and then there's one on my left. These are triple 4K. Should I get a Moza R3 or R5 Sendel C? If your budget allows, get to the R5. Oh, nice, Nathan. Alright, Volvo V70. Yeah, V70 or S60R. They're both the same interior. You just got the R9 and played for the first time on it, and wow, Snated died from the Trustmaster. Oh man, you came from a Trustmaster? Yeah, you're feeling the difference, buddy. What's on outside of the build? You can see some videos by Austin in my on my TikTok. I have a bunch of videos that show the outside. Do you sometimes think when you're going to crash it's healed? I flinch sometimes, yes. Depending on the crash, I do flinch. Can I use a sim map on BeamNG? Not this one, but BeamNG has a bunch of cool maps. What is the monitor you're using in PC specs? Vira J. So I am using a 4090 with a 9950 X3D, 64 gigabytes of DDR5, and the TVs are all TCL 4K 65-inch 120 Hertz. How do you get the steering wheel? MIG Master. I'll have a tutorial posted on my YouTube channel really soon. What wheelbase do I have? A Moza R12. Bro, how did you get the GPS for SimHub? SimHub has the functionality of the GPS already. If you download my map, you'll be able to use that. What GPS is that? This GPS is SimHub. Sam8284744 pre-recorded. Yes, sir. I am pre-recorded. How did you catch that? I just came back from the future, man. Oh, that was loud. Sorry about that. Headphone users. Item Blake. Anything but getting a real car. Oh, man, don't worry. I passed that. I have already 4 cars. And then the simulator. So, yeah. Okay, brother, got an R5. He said it's the best decision of his life. Yes, the R5, it's the least I would go to. How do you get the steering wheel? I bought this one in particular on eBay. What does a whole setup like this cost? Looks amazing. Kenny Lopez, for the rig itself, it's $700. Just a rig. Car parts and hardware to build it. How do you make the steering wheel? I answered you that already 2 times, MigMaster. How do you make the steering wheel work with ESP32? And same thing for the LEDs here. Is this ETS2? No, sir. This is Assetto Corsa. Night Driver. Oh, thank you, man. Why Mo? Hi, Mo. Why would I crash? No, thank you. Aaron Productions. Good morning, good sir. How's the difference between compared to a T300? Unfortunately, I couldn't afford a better one. Dude, I actually had a T300, and the difference is huge, man. I'm sorry to say, but it's huge. Very big. What type of cars do you have? Lou Santa. So I have the Volvo S60R in 6-speed manual transmission. I have the 2022 Volvo S60 T8. I have the 2025 Kia Carnival Hybrid, and I have the the Cadillac GT5e, the one that has this steering wheel. Why a Cadillac steering wheel, not a Volvo? I have both. I actually have 4 steering wheels here from Real Cars. This is the Volvo, and I do own the Cadillac, so I just wanted to have my real steering wheel here as well. I can't afford it because I'm putting all my money in go-karting. Oh, that's a good way to spend your money. How did you make the CarPlay? I have a tutorial on my YouTube channel. Why don't you race? Dream, I am talking to you guys. If I race, I can't talk to you guys. Or if I talk to you guys, I can't race. Wait, 700 is cheaper than just my flight sticks. I started with the wrong sim. How did you make the steering wheel work, Curry? I used ESP32. Yes, the steering wheel has force feedback, David. Do you only read Twitch chat? I'm not reading the Twitch chat. I'm reading both YouTube, Twitch, and TikTok. All 3, actually. Let's see the top speed, Matt. Let's not. We have a bunch of turns, as you can see here it's on the screen with the GPS. I can't reach top speed here. Will you add a 6-axis? No. How did you make the CarPlay? Already told you, Colito. I have a tutorial. Maintenance-free Volvo. Absolutely, man. Does the sim relate to real track driving? Yes, you could say so. Name of the game, Assetto Corsa. What are the dots on the map? Cars? Yes. So the dot on the maps are cars. Traffic. There's going to be 2 cars here, and you can see 2 cars. 1 here, another car coming. There's 3 cars up ahead. Yeah, there's cars. Do you also play F1? Yes, I do. Drive like you stole it? I am. Training also. Let's see top speed. We cannot see top speed. I already told you if I go top speed here, we're going to crash because I'm in the rain in a bunch of turns. Yes, ESP32. Thank you, Lord. Mods? Yes, everything you see here is mods, man. LA Canyon, the cars are mods, the traffic is mod, the Volvo S60R here is a mod, everything is a mod. Oh man, you have to mod Assetto Corsa. It's almost it's mandatory nowadays. Bro, isn't it cheaper to buy an actual car? Oh, absolutely not. And I already own 4 cars. This is different. I can crash and reset. I can drive in any way I want. I can go over see, I can just do that and not have any consequences. I can go over the double lines, whatever I want. In my real cars, I don't do that. How much does it cost to build that? $700. Does it feel realistic? Yes. The Super Cruise is on? No, this is a shift light. So if I go yellow, it's going to be blue. Shift. Go back. No Super Cruise. For some reason, the center console looks like a Saab. I did not know that. Do you turn the wipers on or does it automatically? I have to turn it on. I can turn them off. And then the rain is going to take over. And then I can turn it on. And it's going to go away. Where do you get your mods? Oh, so many places, man. You're on a Volvo with a Cadillac wheel. It's crazy. Yes, sir. Yes, it's RPM lights. That's what it is. So if I just go over shifting, it's going to blink. Yeah, I literally just made it work. That's why I'm using my Cadillac steering wheel today. Does the chair and the steering wheel vibrate? Yes. The seat has a butt kicker. You can actually see the butt kicker down here. That's Assetto Corsa? Yes, Assetto Corsa. How much does it cost to build that? $700. What base do you have? Moza R12. How did you get the Super Cruise light working? Man, that was actually... Oh, it's gonna crash. Sorry, buddy. Sorry, man. That was actually easy. So the Super Cruise is connected through... There's 4 wires here. Let me show you. I'm super proud of that, so I'll show you. Volvo with a Cadillac wheel. Yes, sir. I do own this Cadillac, and I own this Volvo, so I want to have both. You see this here? Let me show you. I'm so happy. I'm so proud, so I'm going to show. You see the wire here? So this is how the Super Cruise lights work. This wire here is the original wire in the car, this colored wire. This has a red, green, and blue, and a white wire. You put ground into the white, and you put 36 volts onto the colored wires, and you get the lights. And then the RGB is controlled by SimHub. So I can tell SimHub, okay, when we get to above 65%, it's gonna go from green, and then it starts getting yellow, and then it starts getting orange, and then it goes blue for shifting, and then it goes red for you're over. 700 is not much for a crazy sim. Yes, I agree. Where did you get that wheel from? This one in particular was eBay. This one was with the car. I got this from... Whoop, zoom out a little bit. This was $700. This was $15 with the interior. This is the Volvo S60R steering wheel. This was $15. This is a Audi. I'm working on getting the buttons to work. That's why the buttons are not here. And I have the BMW one. And this is fully functional already. I have all the electronics in here. So this one is fully functional. Are you sure the airbag's not required? Yeah. BeamNG is more realistic or not? For crashes, yes. Is the dashboard an LCD or real? This is real. Not an LCD. 36 volts, mate. Yes. That really threw me off, man. That's why I need a step-up converter here. Did you build it yourself? Yes. Me and ChatGPT. Long life or regular service intervals. So, Johan, it's funny that you asked that, but every 10,000 miles, I have to reset the Volvo service light. It brings on and say that I have to do service, and I just go and reset the light. How much did the PC cost? I don't know, Zetterberg. I bought in parts. So I bought a 4090, and then I upgraded my CPU, and then, you know, I don't remember. Does it have a horn? Yeah. I used the button on the steering wheel for horn. Try drifting. Nah, man, I'm on an all-wheel drive car here. I mean, not gonna drift, and I don't know how to drift very well, especially on an all-wheel drive car. Yes, sir. Just drive a real car at this point, bro. Junkyard. Yeah, I drive all my 4 cars every day. In fact, I drove my Cadillac GT5V this morning. The one with this steering wheel. So don't worry about me, bro. I'm just having fun in my simulator where I have no consequences. What's the full price of everything, Zion? I spent about $10,000 on it. But you can spend $700 on the rig and another $300 and call it a day. What's the game, broski? Assetto Corsa. Does he have motion? No, I have haptics. A Buttkicker. What's a good low-budget direct drive steering wheel? Moza R3 or Moza R5? Me and ChatGPT, yeah, Drift. That's absolutely true. The coding, everything coding here was ChatGPT. I don't know how to code. I'm not a programmer. If he's running a modern 4090 build, he's got around 4 to 5K at least into that build. I bought my 4090 when the prices were lower. They were about... It was about $1,500. Where am I from? I'm from Brazil. Originally from Brazil. The alarm button is working. What alarm button? I mean the hazard? Yes, the hazard button works. What do you do for work? Market research, man. Nothing to do with the building the simulator. Temperature needle doesn't work. Yes, it does, Tank. You see the needle, the temperature needle is showing the GPU temperature because I don't care about the water temperature. So the 62 degrees that is showing right here, right now, this is the temperature you see here. So yes, it works. Everything works in the simulator, man. Everything. When you open the AC, does it work? So the air is not coming out, but yes, the buttons, all of them work. I can map to whatever I want. Am I in a real life car? I am not. I'm in my home office. 4090 MSRP is like 2,000 right now, but never sells. Yeah. Now, I bought it like about 2 years ago. A year and a half ago. After launch, but a while after lunch. Boosted Civic. Yes, I'm from Brazil. Born and raised, and I've been in the US for about 10 years now. Am I in a real life car? No, I already answered. Please don't spam. Dual launch. I already said don't spam, please. AC, you're gonna get muted, man. Just drive a real car, bro. Mafia. I already have 4 cars, and I drive them every day. Don't worry. Why does the inside look real, Florida? Because it is real. It's a real car interior. What game am I playing? I'm playing Assetto Corsa. How long did it take to build it? About 3 weekends, but if you follow my tutorial on YouTube, it's gonna take you less. Green screen? No, sir. This is a triple TV setup here. So I have one TV on my right, one TV on my left. None of it is green screen. I want to make one for my 190E. Wow. Yeah, it's gonna be easier to make the buttons work, GV, but that's a classic, man. Oh man, it's hard. Please turn the wipers off, but then we're not gonna be able to see it. Where'd you get the whole setup? At the Junkyard, man. Here near Tampa, there's a junkyard called Pasco Easy Pull It. Dude, just play it on VR. Jams, VR sucks, man. Absolutely sucks. I have 2 VR headsets here, a PMax and a Quest 2, and they both suck compared to Triple. Why do you have a Cadillac steering wheel on a Volvo S60R interior? Because I do own both cars in real life, and I wanted to have the Cadillac steering wheel here. It has the super cool lights here, and I wanted to get the RPM lights working. What car is the dashboard from? An S60R. Oh man, the questions are coming fast, guys. Do a launch, bro. I will mute you, buddy. You got the mute button, man. That's annoying. You already said that. I already told you I'm not going to do a launch, and please stop asking for that. And now 5 minutes for you, buddy. All right. Yeah, I love Volvo as well. Have I played NFS? Yes, I have. Oh man, that's fast. Most people hate driving, and I love driving. So much so that I worked from home and I built a simulator in my house. So on my channel, you'll find a tutorial with answer to most of your questions. Does the heat work? I live in Florida, man. I didn't turn it on, no. Oh, wow. It's going fast, guys. The chat is going crazy, guys. Thank you. Don't forget to double tap and like and subscribe if you want to talk more. There's more than 1,000 people watching on between TikTok and YouTube. No, this is a Moza R12, and I have affiliate links in my bio. What car am I driving? We're driving the Volvo S60R with a Volvo S60R interior and a Cadillac steering wheel. This Volvo is 5 gear. No, it's 6 gears. The R is 6 gears transmission. Where did you buy the dashboard? At the Junkyard. Does all the buttons work? Yes, sir. Every single button here works, including the wipers, the turnstock, everything. Is the front screen a curved screen? No, it's flat. Oh, that was close. Woohoo! Do you have an actual destination? I do not. Right now we're just driving around the canyons. How long have I been driving? For about 30 minutes today. Can you shift to from 6 to 2nd? You can. It's not going to do the money shift you're looking for here. No. What is the electricity bill? Not more than a computer turned on with 3 TVs. This is all low powered, man. How did you get to connect to the dash? I've been trying, so I'll post a video on my channel about the steering wheel very soon. Make sure you subscribe for that. The tutorial is coming. I'm just editing it because I recorded. How much the dash at the Junkyard? Everything was found at the Junkyard, man. Everything. You can see it on my tutorial. Why don't you drive in real life, right? Yes, I do. Oh, there you go, Aaron. That's you, man. Sorry, I missed it. Are you able to drive and read the comments? Oh, man, I'm trying, man. The comments are right here on my left. It's going super fast. Does it only work with a Assetto Corsa? It works any game, with any car game, man. How much did the whole setup cost? $700. Man, I'm having to read fast today. Thank you guys for, watching my video and being passengers here today. How are you able to drive and read the comments? There you go. How rich are you? I am just a regular person, man. I just love my passion and my hobbies, and I work for my money and I use it. Does it feel like real driving? Yes, especially when the mod is good like this one. What are your PC specs? I have a 4090 with a 9950 X3D here. How do you do all the wiring, like the wiper butts actually interact? Yes, so the wipers is USB. This is USB for the hazard lights. This is USB for all the buttons here. They're all USB. And this is wireless. Guess what? Wait, what game is this? This is Assetto Corsa. How did you get traffic? It comes with LA Canyons by default. Was there situations when people thought you were driving a real car? Yeah, a lot of times. Is there a Logitech good for an Euro truck? I would buy a Moza because they have the Moza TSW, like this one. So I would get a Moza if I were you, but that's up to you, man. Thank you. Why don't you have a Volvo? I do have a Volvo. I'm just not using it because I wanted to use my Cadillac. I have several steering wheels. I have 12. What is it like backing up in reverse? Here. You just put the reverse and you back up. I don't know. Is my Assetto Corsa is lagging all the time? For me, it's unplayable. Dude, reinstall it. It shouldn't. Are you gonna take it motion and vibrate? I already have vibration. If you look at the right of my right foot here, the lights, the red lights, that's a Buttkicker, and that's vibrating my seat right now based on the road vibration, the engine and stuff like that. What the letter N? So whenever I shift gears from 4th to 5th, it goes into neutral first. Yes, I have a passenger seat. Let me show you. Yeah, the passenger seat is right here. That's a passenger seat. How much did the whole setup cost? About $700. It gets a little slower. Can you wreck your car and others' car like an accident? Not here. It's not BeamNG, man. Does the rain build up if you turn up the wipers? Yes, it does. My build's like 2 steps below yours. Oh man, you can build something like this. Can you demonstrate a drift? This car is all-wheel drive. Is this ATS? No, this is Assetto Corsa. Do donuts. This car is all-wheel drive. Is the shift not from a Volvo? The whole shifter is from a Volvo. Oh, you got the gauge clusters working. Yes. Oh, what is that? Showing on my screen. Do some donuts. Is there crash physics? Yeah, but not damage. Can you drive a manual? This is manual, man. This is a Spaceball from Volvo. How did you make the steering wheel work? I have a tutorial coming up soon on my YouTube channel, so make sure you subscribe. What wheelbase do I have? I have a Moza R12. What monitors? A triple 4K. I have a... Oh man, it's going too fast. What cars do you have in real life? I have 4 cars. I have this car, the Volvo S60R 2005. I have a 2020 Volvo S60 T8 hybrid plug-in. I have a 2025 Kia Carnival hybrid, and I have a 2026 Cadillac CT5V, the one with this steering wheel. I set, of course, on normal, not Evo. Which wheelbase? Moza R12. Is this PC? Yes, PC. Can you install in the game? Yes. Man, that's fast. Oh, never gotten an AWD sideways. Yeah, you can go sideways. You can't just drift with it because it's all-wheel drive. Yeah, I'm going sideways. Not sideways necessarily, but here, let's go and just turn, and we're gonna... I can lose the rear end. Why is the light on the wheel turning yellow? It's my shift light. It turns yellow, then blue as closer to shifting. There you go, blue and shift. Opinion on electric cars. Full electrics, I'm not a big fan. I like hybrids though. I have 2 hybrid cars. Can I get it on my phone? No, you can't. Can you give me one, please? No. Oh, man. Is the speedometer from a Volvo? Yes, a Volvo S60R. What's the max speed? This car will go to 160 miles an hour if I had the track to go. What is the game called? The Assetto Corsa. What is that wheel? Formula 1. This is a Cadillac CT5V steering wheel. And I made the Super Cruise work as a shift light. Do you ever play BeamNG? Yes, I do. I live stream it very often. How does it feel when you crash? I get a bump on my seat and no damage because this game has no damage. What does the radio do? The radio works as a radio. FM, AM, CDs, or audio from the computer. How do you convince your wife to let you put one of these in the house? Dude, do it like I did. I started small and I started getting bigger and bigger. They won't complain. My wife actually loves it. She sits here on my passenger seat and she enjoys the plague, you know. I want to get a shifter. They're so expensive though. What do you mean? Depends on the shifter. I have a generic USB shifter. They're about $20 to $30. Your Volvo has a 2.5 5-cylinder engine. Yes, the R does. Nice. So that's a real steering wheel hooked up to something like a Moza base. Yes, Adi, this is a Moza R12. This is a Cadillac CT5 steering wheel. What's your opinion on double clutching on regular cars? I think it's unnecessary, man, on a daily basis. How can I install on my phone? You can't. Do you have a good Nürburgring map on Assetto Corsa? Yes, there is one. How do you connect the speedometer and a move, and is it hard to do? I have a tutorial on that on my channel. Just wanted to say I have a sim setup, and this is by far the best one I've ever seen. Thank you, Nicholas. Thank you, sir. You suck. You just crashed. Oh, man. Try to talk to about 1,000 people and read the chat and answer and drive. Does your wife also play? Yes, she plays sometimes. How do I buy something like this? Follow my tutorial and go to the Junkyard. Does the radio work? Yes. What mods? LA Canyon, the car is a mod, and the traffic car. Can you please rev it out for a second? Yes. And that's what happens. How much would you say the entire setup cost? $700 in the sim rig, and then I spent a little more on everything else. Is the air conditioning working? No, I don't need it. I'm in my home office. Can you get the Audi RS6? We can go to Assetto Corsa Evo in a minute and play with the RS6. I think it's a really fun car to drive there. Does Bro crash like that in real life? Bro does not. Bro drives 4 cars for about 25 years, never had a single ticket. I am a good driver. And good drivers, by the way, means you're a safe driver and you respect the law, not that you're fast. That's a good driver, race driver. So the heated seats work. They do work. I don't have them turned on because I'm in Florida. Do a full acceleration if you can. You see, there's a bunch of turns here. So it's not easy to go like full speed acceleration, that kind of stuff. That's the map. There's a bunch of twists and turns here, man. So no full speed here. You have motion. I have a haptics. I have a Buttkicker. How much did you spend on the gas? Oh, that's the fun part, man. 0. T5 God's motor. Yes, I love the T5 as well. Do you have a Golf Or, yes, I think I do have a Golf here. Cadillac wheel on a Volvo interior. Yes, sir. Where you find that shifter? AliExpress. About $25, $30. Please hit the red line. I'll do that in a second. Are you using an ESP32 for the dashboard? So the dashboard is using a Arduino Uno. The ESP32 I'm using on my Cadillac steering wheel. What car am I driving? The Volvo S60R. Yo, what happened with the wheel? Wasn't it Volvo? You changed it? Maybe program? Yeah, I have several steering wheels. The Volvo is right here on my side. SimZone, thank you, man. How to get rid of the Florida license plate? Canada. How do you get rid of Canadians coming here to Florida, buddy? That's the real question. If you're a car guy from SoCal, this road should look familiar to you. Yeah, I'm in Florida, man. Yeah, that's a Cadillac steering wheel. Are you driving with the traction on? No, the traction control is off. The GTA 5? No, this is Assetto Corsa. Am I driving in Colorado? No, this is California. And you remove the map? Yeah, I'm gonna go back to... I usually leave with a cluster. Thank you, Mellow Witty Vibe. Thank you, sir. I knew the 700 was clickbait. Absolutely not clickbait, Bill Bresky. It's 100% true. You can build a rig like this with $700. It's not clickbait at all. And I have the receipts to show, so you can call me off as much as you want. I know it's true. If you watch my tutorial on YouTube, you will see that. That's a Cadillac steering wheel, I guess. Yes, it is. Is this map accurate to real life? I don't know. I've never driven on this road. What game am I playing? Assetto Corsa. Does the traction control button work? Yes, I can turn it off by clicking here. Now it's off. Or on. Like level 1, level 2, and off. The writing is on the top here. Looks like the Caddy so much next to him. I would have a Cadillac here, Green Bean. I would. If Cadillac would help me. Does it have auto stop? No. What's your favorite car to drive? The Cadillac CT5e and the Volvo S60R. Both are my favorite cars. Does everything work on a dashboard? Yes, sir. Does the traction... I answer. What shows a drift if you can? I don't know how to drift very well, man. I'm learning. Do 160 kilometers an hour. That's actually pretty easy. We're almost there. This speedometer is in miles. So we're doing 140 and 160. There you go. Can you rev match? Yes, I do rev match. Every time I downshift, you'll see me rev matching. Let me go up here, and then we'll rev match going down. Every time you hear that bump on the accelerator, that's me rev matching. How do you drive and read at the same time? Man, it's a task. All the buttons work. What car am I driving? The Volvo S60R. Can Americans actually not read? Dustin, triple champ. I don't know. Can you? Does the fuel meter work? Yes. What's your favorite car? The CT5e and the Volvo S60R. Do you have sponsors? Yes. Moza is a sponsor. I have also the Zen Carbon, and I used to have Goodyear, but don't anymore. What screen to use? I have a triple 4K 65-inch TVs here. The wheelbase is a Moza R12. And now we have a little stretch here. We can go a little faster. Does the clutch work like a real one? Yes. What's my favorite car to drive? I already answered that a couple times. How do you get a Assetto Corsa to look like that? Crashing. Mods, man. A bunch of mods. Sorry, I hit the Cadillac, though. How did you get all that to work with the game? I have tutorials on my channel. Does every button work in the car? Yes, every single button works here. I can press the hazard lights. I can stop the wipers here if I want. I can use any button here to do anything. What graphic cards do you use? A 4090. The PC specs is a 4090 with a 9950 X3D. Wait, is that a GPS? Yes. It's a GPS. It's on my channel. You can just check out my tutorial on my YouTube channel. You also thought of doing the right hand? No, I live in America, man. We don't do that wrong side road thing. What is a GPS? It's a sim hub, and you can find the link in my channel. Would you recommend a setup like this for get better at driving? Mito, Rio, it's not like better at driving. You can get a better at driving in real life if you just practice safe driving. Can you zoom in a bit, out a bit? I want to see the setup. I can't. This is the maxed out zoom. And if you want to see the whole setup, you can check out my other videos on my channel. Is the screen bended forward? No, it's just straight. I have that Volvo in real life. Nice. The Ducas. What is your color combo? I have a black with a Nord cap seat and the M66 also in real life. Would you recommend getting a fake blinker stickies because Mozas are 200? If you can find one cheaper, yeah. The cat wheel is key, man. Hey, thank you. I love this Cadillac wheel, man. Does the heat work? It does, but I don't use it. How much FPS do you have? I'm running right now, let me see here, about 100 FPS. The TVs are 120 Hertz, so it's really about that much. Yes, Moza is better. Just go outside and drive. Floss it up. I already did this morning. I'm doing my commute to my home office. I work from home. Floss it up. Don't worry, I have 4 cars. What wheelbase are you using and how much Newton meters? It's an R12, Moza R12. It has 12 Newton meters. Can you open the glove box? It's just the car's manual and the remote controls. You have a tutorial? Yeah, spaced up. I have a tutorial on my channel. Oh, thank you for the super chat, buddy. Golden, sick dude, is every button truly works? Yes. Thank you, man. Truly, every single button here works. Light blue 2015 for me. So yours is a P3. Is this speedometer from the game? Yes. Where'd you get the custom wheel from? eBay. Sorry, I gotta take a phone call. Alright, I'm back. Sorry, I had to take a phone call from my wife. Why is the windshield on? It's because there's rain. I got cars honking, yeah. People get anxious here. Oh, sorry guys, I had to take a phone call from my wife, and you never not take a phone call from your wife. 1 hour later, I have that right? A few moments. Why is there an Escalade steering wheel on that, Sir Henry? This is not an Escalade. This is a Cadillac CT5E. And because I do own this car in real life. Does the Moza indicators work on a Logitech G920? I think it would work, but you would need to print some kind of like template to hold it there. Can't park there, mate. Thank you. Yeah. Caddy wheel Volvo cockpit. Yeah, I have a Cadillac, I have a Volvo, I have a BMW, I have an Audi steering wheel, I have a Formula, I have a CS, I have a truck, I have a bunch. Fly, can you remove the PC stat and change it? Yes, I can. I forgot. Absolutely, thank you. Whistle Hail, Dubai. How patient are you answering the same questions every day? This dude, I answer the same questions so many times every day, but I don't mind. That's why I'm here, man. I want to share my passion. That's why I have the tutorials, dude. I want people to be able to build things like this. Like, truly. I truly am. What was your first wheel ever and first game with it? My first wheel was a Trustmaster T300. That was the first. I always forget about that turn. What car interior is that? It's from a Volvo S60R. The steering wheel is from a Cadillac CT5Z. Frame stuttering from hell. No, it's probably your connection, buddy. I can show you my frame rate. It's pretty solid. 103 FPS. Oop, passed. There you go. That's my frame rate on the top right. Not stuttering. Maybe your connection is from hell. What GPU and RAM? I have a 4090, 64 gigabytes of DDR5, and I have a 9950 X3D. How did you set up your triple monitors that way? In what way, man? How much did you pay for the driving setup? $700 for the rig. Indicate right. Okay. You built it? Yes. Why are the RPMs so high? So it's calibrated. They're not high. They're calibrated to the Cadillac, which the Volvo here, which is the same. So they're not high. They're perfect. What are the PC specs? I just said it. But the AC work. The buttons do. There's no air coming out of it. No text in driving or the RPM so high. What are you talking about, buddy? They're not high. This car has 8,000 RPMs. I'm using all of it. What do you think about a Hori truck set? I think it's a decent one. I never drove with it, but the price seems decent. Did you buy the Volvo dash itself and remove it from an actual car? Yes, Mackenzie. Yes, that's what I did. What game are you using to drive in? I'm using the Assetto Corsa. Where'd you get the parts from? From a junkyard. What is he driving? A Volvo S60R. This is the Volvo S60R. Alright, let's go back in. Work crash. I think he's talking about need on a GPU. What? Where do you see the comments? It's on my left monitor here, my left TV. Please show me how do you indicate, please. Just like in a real car, man. How do you use the indicator on a real car? You turn the turn stock. Here. Turn stock. To the right. Turn stock. To the left. That's how you turn, right? And you turn to the right. And then when you go back, it stops. That's simple. Have you ever driven a car? What's the best first steering wheel? A Moza R3 or R5? How much for all of that? $700 for the rig. Just the rig, not the computer, not the TV. The rig. Guess that's why it looks that way. What looks what way? Thoughts on a PXN V99, bro? I prefer Moza. Does Assetto? Yes. And we're going off-roading here. How do you get the gauge to work? I have a tutorial on my channel. Yeah, just go to the junkyard. A lot of people think that you know, like you don't have to buy a car. You don't have to go to eBay. You're gonna spend a fortune on eBay. Does the AC work? So all the buttons here do work. I don't have air coming out of here because I'm in my home office. Stick wheel. Yeah, I love the steering wheel, man. I bought the Cadillac CT5V last year, the real car. And I loved the steering wheel. That was one of my favorite things in the interior of the car, especially with the lights. And I always thought, how did it look if it became a shift light? And so I just made it here. Can you show the car again? Yeah. For it to end right at the dash? Yes. So that's why it's 65 inches. Yeah, the handbrake works. Is that a handbrake? Yeah, right here. Down here you can see the handbrake. What's my opinion on dirt rally games? Yeah, I like dirt. That's one of my favorite rally games. Now second to Assetto Corsa Rally. What shifter do you use under the Volvo shifter? It's a generic USB shifter, P-Trek. How do you got a real dashboard as a sim? I have tutorials on my channel, Harley. How did you gauge? Yeah, all speakers? Same answer to you. Still can't decide which wheel I should put on a Moza adapter. What do you mean, man? Does the horn work? Yeah. What model is the car interior from? A Volvo S60R. How do you get the steering wheel? I am posting a tutorial on my YouTube channel really soon. Do the steering wheel buttons work? Yes. Also, can you play music on your Apple CarPlay? Yes. The steering wheel buttons work. I can change the Apple CarPlay thing from here. And yes, the music is playing right now. This is the music that's playing right now. And it's ending. It's going to the next one. Let's put the next song. And yes, the radio does work. I'm listening through my headphones, so not through the radio right now. Can you switch for the KS Pro? I can, but not with a regular car. Ow. How did you make the gauges work? I already answered you. All speaker, I have a tutorial on my channel. You have a sim setup of my daily. That's amazing. Nice, man. And you drive a Mercedes. Guys, if you want me changing cars, let's put more here. Then I change cars. When that gets to 100%, I can change cars. I'm streaming only on TikTok? No, I am on YouTube as well. I have 200 people watching there. Will the airbags go off if you crash? No, they won't. Does the shifter on the steering work as well? Yes. But this car is the H pattern shifter, so it does not change gears with the paddle shifter. No. Oh, it's a shift light. Yes. The shift light here. Mr. Nice Translation Guy. Gotta check him out. I don't know who that is. Like I just want to have, like, you have a real car steering on my Moza base. Yes. Oh, okay. Dude, I'm gonna post a tutorial soon, man. Coming out. John Pemberton. Good morning, good sir. Yeah, the wheel is force feedback, so it does do, you know, the force feedback thing. What screens am I using? This are triple 4K TV, 65-inch, 120 Hz, TCL Q7. What does a Super Cruise light does? Shift light, yes. You can see it's orange, it's yellow, it's going to be green. And blue is shift. Thank you, Bussel Dubai. Thank you, man. Busse Hale Dubai. Thank you, sir. Thank you, man. I really appreciate you. It's someone that made a whole city for his cat. Oh, I think I've seen that. That's crazy, man. I never paid attention to his voice, though. Do you play BeamNG on this setup? Yes. I do have a few videos. If you look on my channel, you'll find some already. Do you have a Toyota Supra? I think so. You're not answering most questions. Dude, I have like 500 people watching and asking questions all at the same time, man. I'm trying to answer as fast as I can, but while I'm answering, there's questions passing through my window, which I can't see. And then I miss them. And then they're gone forever until I can catch up. This is the space that I have to read. So especially if you guys spam, that makes it impossible for me to see your questions. How much was the setup? $700. Thank you, Mathion. Thank you, man. You saw my tutorial. I hope you liked it. What car am I using? We're driving the Volvo S60R. Let's change for the Cadillac. I think that is appropriate since we're driving the Cadillac here. Steering wheel. Shoot. Sorry, I created a big wreck there. Does the massage seats work? Petrick, no. The heating could work. I do have heater on this seat, but I didn't turn them on. I'm in Florida, man. And Volvo did not have massage seats. Bro, where are you going? We're just driving around. Oh, man, thank you for the super chat. Dude, I'm watching you how to build a sim rig video, and that's incredible. Thanks for all the details. Oh, man, thank you so much for the super chat, buddy. I really appreciate you, man. And I'm glad you liked it. A fun fact about that sim rig, that's not this one. I built another simulator just to record for you guys. That's how, committed I am to spreading the word and helping you guys build things like this. Have you quit ETS? No, I have not. I still play it. How does driving an Euro Truck Simulator feel in the CT5? I haven't tried it yet with the CT5. Do a little burnout. I can try. I don't know if it's gonna do a big burnout here. I have that game, but I don't know how to drive like you can. Can you tell me, please? Ah, it's just practice, man. I'm not a best driver either. I'm just a dude that loves driving. Yes, it's a Assetto Corsa. Are you driving a Cadillac? No, let's change that. So let's get a Cadillac. Let's use the handbrake here to kind of just too crazy spin. Let's get the Cadillac, shall we? Let's get the CT5V. Blackwing. And this is, I have the same car. This is my car in real life, in case you guys don't know. Yeah, reload here. Does all the buttons work? Yes. So this is my car in real life. That is the Cadillac steering wheel in my real car. And this is my car. So let's drive it. Let's go. Bro, can you just change your car if you want? Yes, I can change whatever I want. Does the all buttons... Yeah. Nice button. Nishim. Thank you. Can you play Flight Sim and get your pilot's license in the US and has meet the specification requirements? You can't get your pilot's license with a flight simulator. I am a student pilot, in fact. And I have about 40 hours flying a Cessna. 70 hours, sorry, flying a Cessna. Somebody on my door. Right now. Who? What do you want? Oh, it's the air conditioning guy. I'm sorry, guys. I'll have to just pick up the door for a second. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. Sorry. It was a very busy live stream today with people coming by the house. All right, so we are driving the Cadillac CT5V now. That's a beautiful car, isn't it? Man, I wish this mod had black. It doesn't. Can you do... Yeah, I wish I could. How do you feed drive? You can, are there working turn signals? Yes. Let's turn the work to the left. Let's do the right. Put the wipers on. The RPMs on the Cadillac go higher, faster than in a real car. So people ask me all the time, is it realistic, the Cadillac CT5? No. The mod here, the RPMs just go, you know, up too fast. Yes, the AC man is a god in Florida. Absolutely, man. So I do a tune-up every 6 months. What they come here and clean up the air conditioning. And I forgot, but I think I scheduled for like 10 a.m. That's usually when I end the live stream. But he came here earlier, I guess. Yes, it's a homemade setup. You can check out my tutorial on my channel. Looks like my Volvo. Yes, it's a Volvo S60R with a Cadillac steering wheel right now. How do you free drive like you are? Jack Young, you have to get a map. There's a LA Canyon, you can do Tutoko Revival Project. This car is rear-wheel drive. Now, we're not doing an all-wheel drive anymore, and that's why the rear will get a little lost sometimes. How much is the simulator worth? So I spent about $700 on the rig. Not on the TV or the PC, just the rig itself. The car parts and the hardware to build it. Hey, I want to do a setup like yours, but I don't know how to start. Am I scared of the tachometer? Don't be, Dennis. I have very detailed tutorials on my YouTube channel, and that will walk you through. And also, we have a Discord where everybody will, you know, help each other there and get everything to work. Thank you, Alex Lax. Good morning, Mr. Itchy. How are you doing today, good sir? My PC is moved because it's a little bit overkill for a Assetto Corsa, this old one. Even though I'm running triple 4K, it still does perform quite well. It doesn't do that well of a job in the American Truck Simulator, though. I'm running about 100 FPS here. You should try BeamNG on this rig. Yes, I have. It's one of my favorite games, man. Oh, I have seen some videos of you. Nice, Dennis. Thank you. Thank you for watching them. I appreciate you. Why are you wearing headphones in the car? I am not in the car. I am in my home office. And usually I have my wife at home, but I don't want to bother her with the engine sound. But also, you guys got to remember, if I put the audio on my speakers and I don't wear the headphones, you guys are going to get an echo. Because there's the audio coming from the speakers and then the audio being captured from the PC. Bro, that's sick. I never seen the caddy wheel before. Have you tried a VR with that setup? Yes, Carson, I have. I do have a PMAX and a Quest 2. The Cadillac steering wheel is a new one, and I just made the light bar work here, so I'm pretty proud of that. Did you build this game? No, I didn't. The game is by a developer called Kunos. And it's called Assetto Corsa. The game name is Assetto Corsa. You got the lights on the steering wheel? Yes, I did, sir. Yeah, I have BeamNG as well, man. BeamNG is amazing. A little too fast there. Why do you have always high RPMs? Because I'm just driving, like, I don't want to drive, like, on 6th gear and not have the torque that I need. Like, that would be lame. Like, why would I drive like this? I have always high because we're pushing the limit, and I don't care about the engine of this car, and I don't care if it crashes. I care about my real car. Can you try an Audi wheel? So my Audi wheel, just the quick release is working, not the buttons yet. Do you know what's wrong with my BeamNG? It's not starting. Do a cleanup. Do one of those cache refresh things. What is the game called? Assetto Corsa. Why does it matter if your wife, she's not home? So the echo. My wife is at work. Today she has to go to the home to her work, not work from home. And I want to wear my headphones. Can I? What steering wheel is this? This is a Cadillac steering wheel, CT5E. Is your wheel really light or am I tripping? It's not really light. It's just about normal weight. It's about 80% force feedback. See? Has 12 Newton meters of force. What's the price of the whole setup? Keenan, if you're talking about the rig, which is the part that makes my simulator special, that's $700. If I know Slow Lane Productions, yes sir, I do. He's a good buddy of mine, and we help each other. Almost. I gotta learn how to drift better. Does the AC work? So the buttons do work, all the buttons here, but there's no air coming out of here. I don't need it. Did you make that steering wheel? Yes, I did, Tanner, and the tutorial is coming to my channel soon. Carson, doesn't work. If you message me, I'm not gonna see it. Go to my Discord and talk to me on the Discord. Not DM, the actual Discord. That was close. If I didn't hit the rear. LA Canyons, yes sir. What is that monitor? This is a triple TV setup. I have triple 4K TVs here. So I have one there, and one here, and one in the center. They're all 4K, 65-inch, 120 hertz. Does a CD player works? Yes. The CD player works, and the FM and AM radio. If I put the CD here, it's going to load the CD, which it's doing right now, and it's going to start playing. Oh. There you go. I want to get a copyright, so I'm going to stop that. And if I change to the 10 CD changer, now it's on the computer. All I have to do is change the audio from my wavelength here to, instead of sending to the headphones, to send to the radio. Pretty simple, actually. There. So if I change here to Volvo, now it's not here anymore. Now it's here. You can't hear the difference because you guys are capturing twice the audio, but if I put the music on, maybe... Oh, the music is on? Yeah, just not loud enough. Let's see. Where's... Yeah, there you go. Headphones? Yes, headphones. Yes, sir, Assetto Corsa. I'm not ignoring anybody. I'm answering questions, and I answer them as they come. Boom, Bastronaut. Thank you, man. No, it's not very complex. I do have a video explaining the cluster. That's easier for you to watch than me explaining here. So did you... 190E IG, would you do that, something newer? No, I would... You have access to a 190E, by all means. I'm not a child, what a waste of money, Emma Craig. That's a funny comment. No, absolutely not a child, and that's absolutely not a waste of money. You see, a fun fact about my simulator is that I've earned out of YouTube and TikTok maybe about 4 times what I spend total, and I spent about $10,000 on this rig itself. And I'm sponsored by Moza. That's a fun fact. That's totally not a waste of time. And let me tell you something about waste of time. Waste of time is telling people that it's a waste of time on their hobbies. This is a hobby, so I'm spending as much money as I deem necessary, and I do that because I'm not a child. I'm 44 years old and I love driving. I work from home and I don't get to drive every day. So, I mean, the joke is on you. Name of the equalizer. That's not an equalizer. That's called Wave Sync. It's from Elgato. So that's what controls the audio. Different name, different sources. Oh, absolutely not, Kevin. You see, whenever people try to rage bait me, I will answer them once and then I just ignore. That's how I do it. And if I see it's just a rage bait, like spamming or something like that, I just ignore and mute the person. Super easy. What game is that? This is Assetto Corsa. You just bought an R3. Nice, man. Oh, yeah. Absolutely. Super step up. Yeah, this car is a lot of fun to drive here, especially in the canyons. With all the twists and turns. A little less on the accelerator, that would have worked. Oh, it kind of worked. What gauge cluster is that from? This is a Volvo S60R. I don't know, Walker. But there are some people that are just jealous. Called jealousy, or people just trying to, you know, trying to rage bait people, and they just have nothing better to do. That's a real waste of time. Dang, bro wrecked, Kevin. I always wreck. I'm not afraid to say or wreck. Super easy when you're talking to about 500 people and reading the chat and answering all of them. Is there a fan behind the vents? No. I didn't put a fan. I don't need one. I'm in my home office. Try BeamNG Drive, bro. Trust. I do. Man, I have more hours in BeamNG Drive than probably you. I have a lot of hours on it, man. And I drive it all the time. A Miata out of the canyon. Oh, man. Yes, I'm streaming on YouTube, TikTok, and Twitch. Although Twitch is pretty low viewership, YouTube is doing well, 264 people. There's actually more people than on TikTok right now watching. I'm a beginner who has some experience in sim racing back in 2018, and I play car games on PS5 and PC. What wheel shall I get? Dude, I would get the Moza R5. And if you have the budget, go a little higher, but the R5 is actually pretty good. That's pretty good. I have almost 2,000 hours on BeamNG, man. I really love BeamNG. Is the rain actually adding difficulty? Yes. It's for both vibes and difficulty. The ice slide a little more with the rain. What's the steering wheel? Is that custom? Yeah, this is a Cadillac CT5D steering wheel. And I made the... the RPM lights for it. We're just going for a lawn mowing section here. Where'd you buy that wheel from? I got this one on eBay. Yes, it's a real Cadillac steering wheel. It's a real CT5D steering wheel, yes. I love how he tried to call you a child for buying a sim. What child in history can afford a sim without rich parents? Absolutely. And the knowledge to build this whole thing. I'm no expert, but my daughter's 9 years old, and I don't think she'd be able to build something like this at her age right now. Definitely in the future, but not right now. What's the best Moza wheel, like the best bang for the buck, bro? Kevin, I would say a Moza R5 bundle is a very good bang for the buck. And if you're looking for a steering wheel, either the CS Pro or the KS Pro are very good wheels for a very reasonable price. It's $329 US, and I think they are very nice to drive with. The weight, they have a screen, they're amazing wheels. I'm overtaken on a double yellow line. Yes, sir. Thank you for polishing me, Sharky. But yes, I am, and I don't mind doing so. You said I will never do other games live, but ETS... No, I didn't say that. Absolutely not. I do definitely play other games. I play ETS, I play ATS, I play Assetto Corsa Evo, Assetto Corsa Normal. Why are you stopped in the middle of the road, buddy? I play a lot of games live. We can actually go for a lap in Nordschleife in Evo now. Let's do that. Thank you, Iceback. Thank you, sir. I think something is wrong with me since I have over 1,000 hours in BeamNG. It's not wrong, man. I'm like you. I have 2,000 hours on it, and I love it. Every single second of it. And we got that. Camera glitched. Switching to free camera. Oh, that's what happened last time. The camera glitched, and I don't know why. Why am I turned back? On my... my car camera definitely glitched. Well, anyways, I just said we were gonna go to Assetto Corsa Evo. Let's do that. I want to go for a lap there and have fun until I have to finish my live stream, because that'll be in a few minutes. What car am I in? I was in a Cadillac. Question, do you think a sim rig like this can teach kids how to drive in school before starting in a real car? No, man, I don't think so. Unless you're super, like, on top of it and just put them on BeamNG Drive. I think BeamNG is a good simulator for that kind of, application. Open. And let's put the triple screen. There we go. So let's fix the... here. And set. Really? What? What? What in the world? I want to put the 500 here. Why? There we go. Drive. Single. Let's drive the Audi. And then we'll take the Porsche for a spin. You're using triple 4K resolution? Yes, sir. GPU is a 4090 animated hero. The difference between AC and AC Evo, Hassan, man, AC Evo is good out of the box. AC Classic, you have to put a lot of mods to make it look good. You know, it's a great game, don't get me wrong, but you do need more mods. So, oh, this car is pedal shifter now, so I'm gonna use the pedal shifter, not the H pattern. See, the H pattern is not changing the gears here. Here's the gear, and if I change, it's not doing anything. That's because I press here now, and that will change there. Bro, what shifter do you have? This is a Volvo Spaceball, and underneath there is a generic USB shifter. They don't have a Hellcat in this game yet. We're driving the Audi RS6. What game? The game is called Assetto Corsa Evo now. Bad? Absolutely not bad, man. I love this game. Great physics, great feeling on the steering wheel. The graphics are great. It has great potential, man. Assetto Corsa Evo is amazing. We are in Nordschleife now. We are in the Touristenfahrten layout, which is the layout that doesn't have the whole straight. It's been good so far, Cookie. How about you? And this car slides, and it's fun to slide around. Do you play truck simulators? Yes, I do. Have I played BeamNG? Yes, I have. I play BeamNG all the time, and sometimes on my live stream. Which is better when fully modded, Assetto Corsa Evo or original Assetto Corsa? Right now, Assetto Corsa. But I think Evo is going to be better once they release everything they have to release. Assetto Corsa Classic is so customizable. I mean, it's hard to compete. You can drive pretty much any car. It's very likely you'll find whatever car you're looking for on the web to download and map. And here, they don't allow mods yet, so it's still like under development, you know? Ultra high settings, what average FPS? Yes, I'm ultra high. I'm averaging 53 FPS right now. Pretty bad. Even though on a 4090. Is there a screen or windshield? No. Just a TV. The selling point of AC Evo was the open world, and what game has ended up being a worse version of AC? Absolutely not, man. That's not their main selling point. And also, you're confusing. They still have the open world. They don't have the career mode anymore. The career mode is gonna be chopped off, though open world's still gonna be there. And if you're hating the game just because of that, you're not talking about the game. You're talking about the promises. Am I happy with my rig in terms of realism? My rig is pretty realistic too, but I want it more and more. You're never always 100%, Razor. You always want to improve a little more, right? Thank you, Dirt. I love the steering wheel. How you doing, Dirt? Been a long time since I've seen you. I love the steering wheel, man. It came out so cool. I love the CT5 steering wheel as well. This is the 5, not the V. The CTS, sorry. It's the CT5V. Not the CTSV. I should drive a Cadillac in the game. I was just driving a Cadillac in the game. I don't have a Cadillac in this game. Otherwise, I would. Trust me. K's, it's pre-recorded, people. Obviously, I mean, I am from the future. And I knew K's were going to say that as I just slide off the road here. Now we have a broken windshield. What's triggering the steering wheel Super Cruise light? The ESP32. Why did they take the career mode though? Oh man, I don't know. I think it's sad that they did, but I still believe in the game. Yes, I'd like that feature. I'd love it, but I think the game is more than a career mode. Does the AC work? All the buttons work. Just buy a car, bro, Spider-Man. Don't worry, Spider-Man. I have 4 cars. I drive them every day. Don't worry. And I work from home, so I'm commuting to my home office. It's clearly pre-recorded. I'm a bot for real. Yes, absolutely, man. We're all pre-recorded here, and I recorded yesterday to play today. I just knew you guys were going to be here. No, I mean, is there something in the game making it change color? So SimHub is running the colors here. SimHub runs the code here for the colors. Every time it gets blue, I shift, and it's going to go from green to yellow and then blue. Are you slightly left to your monitor? Is it an issue if you're not dead center? Yes, that's an issue, but I found a way to fix it. ESP32, yes. S3, I don't recall. I am using the room, whatever. It's a DA development, whatever. I'm not good with names. I'm not a developer, man. I use ChatGPT for my stuff. I gotta drive the M2. I don't think we're gonna have time, man. Okay, I'll try the M2. We're just gonna finish this lap and then I'll do that. Yeah, man, I'm driving to my home office, buddy. That's like, people come here, oh, you should drive a car. Yeah, I should get my car out of the garage, go for a drive randomly with no destination, just to drive, and then what, live stream it? Is that the logic? Mini Cheese, is speedometer real? Yes, it's real. And it's working in the game with game data. We broke the windshield, guys, so I'm sorry if you're not being able to see the track very well. That wheel is sick. What is this sim for? This is a set of Corsa Evo and the steering wheel from a Cadillac CT5V. Do you have a tutorial on how to fix the non-dead center issue? Yes, that's a great question, just another guy. I am gonna make one because a lot of people that are building simulator like this are asking that question to me. And yes, that's a big issue because you do have to look to the right if you don't fix it, which I don't. I'm looking straight ahead here, and that's because I fixed it. I'll make a video about that. Essentially, you have to move the window. But yes, you do. You can fix it. Oh man, I love the ESP32, especially because they're wireless. Drive a truck, bro. Not today, buddy. Sorry. Might drive tomorrow. I don't know. So the AC works. So the house AC works, yes. Not the game's AC, the car game. I don't need it. You should mount a camera on an RC car and drive like a sim. Man, I love that. When I see those videos, I always think it's super awesome. It's sad that people that are into sim racing aren't appreciating the work of art you create. That's insane. Thank you, Razor. Yeah, whoever's not into sim racing and don't understand, like, they're not gonna catch it. Like, Verstappen does, for instance, Formula 1 driver. And, I mean, it's not easy to get everything to work. Took a lot of hours with ChatGPT, and then I share with you guys. I give everything that I learn, and I post on tutorials. I kicked the windshield out. That'd be funny. There should be a button here. You click the button and you see the lag just coming up and kicking the windshield. Please, I gotta know how the speedometer works. Yes, if you want to know how the speedometer works, you are in the right place, because my YouTube channel has a video I posted a few weeks ago that covers exactly that. So check it out. And don't forget to give it a like and subscribe. Let's change to a BMW, and then unfortunately I'll have to end the live stream for today. But let's go for more laps. How do you use a real steering wheel on a sim game? Louis Rosado, I am going to release the tutorial on this exact steering wheel. Chris Robson, yes, I still have the Volvo here, man, and it's super easy to change. It's quick, and it's just a quick release. It's too fast. Let's get the BMW, shall we? Let's get the BMW out for a lap. Do you have side screens? Yes, I do have triples, and they are on the side as well. BMW M2. Get the performance model, confirm, and go. You changed the steering wheel? Yeah, I said that already. The Volvo is right here, by the way. Right here's the Volvo, and I have the BMW working now. And the Audi, I'm working on it. That's the BMW one. It's working. I'm not going to change it right now because I have to do several steps for that one in particular. It's easy, this one. How did you do the dials? I have tutorials on my channel. I was told if you use the hood view, your side monitors don't work, right? No, that's not true. Here, if I change to, let me put the camera here. That's the, wait, I'm on the wrong side. So I'm going to put on the hood. That's the hood. And then that's the side. Everything out there. I prefer to drive inside the car, so if I change here cameras, I'm gonna be inside the car. And now if I see the rear view mirror, it's more like I'm driving in a car. I can change the rear view from my steering wheel. Yeah, all right, let's go. This car is H pattern now, so we will drive with the H pattern, not the pedal drive, pedal shifter. Gonna go around here. How you liking Evo? I bought it on the first day, but sucked back. Yeah, it changed, man. It got better. How did you change the wheels? So they have a quick release in the back, like this. Same as this. You just pull it and change it. Super quick. How much is a setup like this? FTF? It's about $700 for the rig, not the TV or the PC. The rig. The car parts, the structure to build it, $700. Legend has it if you hit the guardrail hard enough and fly 4 meters out of your car, you'll meet the fairy godmother of the racetracks. Okay, you can search that fairy tale later and tell me, is the setup expensive? No, I don't think it's expensive. $700 for the car parts and the, you know, the wood, metal, and carpet to build it. I don't think it's a lot. So we're driving the M2 now. I think this sounds good, Cookie. I don't think it's bad. The wheelbase is a Moza R12. If you put your lights in the game, will the interior lights up like the gauges and buttons? So the lights are always on, GV. You could program to do that, but I don't. I leave the lights on all the time. Besides, there's one more thing. The Volvo cluster is always on. Even on my Rio car, it doesn't change when you turn the lights on and off. They have on by default. It's always on. The little lights on the top, the LEDs that make the light whites, the white lights there, those are always on. Can I get a free PC? Absolutely. I mean, I don't know who would give you one, but you could. I'm not going to give you one, but you could. The wheelbase is a Moza R12, as we just... Oh, man. Come on. Really? I just lost my rear end. My steering wheel and pedals are $200. That's not a bad price. It's probably what, a G29? D300? I drive really good. I try, man. I try, but it's hard to read the chat, talk, and drive at the same time. Hey, Pee-wee! Good afternoon to you, or actually good evening. How much does that setup cost, by the way? It's about $700 for the rig. $300 in car parts, about $400 in structure, wood, metal, carpet, that kind of stuff. What force feedback are yours? This is about 80% of the 12 Newton meters. So you can do the math. I'm not good with the, you know, like mind math. Where can I get a full setup like yours? You can get it at the Junkyard, and then you can follow my tutorial to build it. What wheelbase? We are using a Moza R12 wheelbase here, and I have an affiliate link in my description if you want to help out the channel and get some Moza parts. Is the speedo behind? Seems like you're going slower than the speedo says. That's a common thing, Cadence, with sim racing. Not the speedo is not behind. It's perfectly in sync with the game. How much was a monitor? So each TV roughly costs about $650. This is a 65-inch 4K 120 Hz TCL Q7. Oh, thank you, Pee-wee. Oh, that looks so cool, doesn't it? The lights on the steering wheel was a lot of work to get them working, but I think it was totally worth it. What car does the dashboard comes from? So this comes from a Volvo S60R with the 6-speed manual transmission called the Spacebar. Did you, thank you, Patrick. Did you take the inner part of a car and turn into a simulator? Yes, pretty much. That's sick, and that's awesome. And would be able to tell me how you did it? Yes, I am able to tell you how I did it. I have a detailed tutorial, Taylor, on my YouTube channel, and that will explain everything you need to know to build something like this. What drivetrain are you simulating right now? So we are driving the BMW M2 competition. Oh yeah, I mean, we have a rule in the house. We don't wear shoes in the house, so I gotta wear my socks. I always had this pedal camera, Cookie. I just don't always use it when I'm playing with the truck because it doesn't make a lot of sense to have, like, I'm not gonna be, you know, like rev matching on a truck. And whenever I'm driving like a H pattern, sometimes they put the pedal. Ooh, a little fast here for this turn. That was an awful line. The best simulator for real driving. Ah, man, there's so many good sims out there. They each do something different. Assetto Corsa, I think, right now is the most complete one. Assetto Corsa Evo is getting pretty good, but still not there. Automobilista 2 is pretty dang awesome as well. BeamNG is great for crash physics. Does the horn work? Yes. I don't think I mapped here in this game, but yes, it does work. This is Assetto Corsa. This is Assetto Corsa Evo. Do the heated seats work and the climate control? Yes, both should work. The climate control buttons already work. I have a map that's cameras and traction control, that kind of stuff. Well, traction control, obviously the same button. But I don't have air coming out of here. I'm in my home office. In the home office, I do have the AC vent right on my head. And actually, because there's the AC guy here right now, he started blowing hot air, which is kind of his testing, I think. Thank you, Wes. 162 or 1642. Woohoo. It is a lot of fun, man. I can spend the whole day here. Literally, if I don't have to work, I'll spend the whole day here. How did you fix your dashboard? What do you mean? It was never broken. Can the setup be used for non-driving sim games? Yes, it can. However, it's not as comfortable to play here. Like I play Age of Empires sometimes, not as comfortable. So what I do is I have the HDMI cable goes all the way to the back here, where I have my monitor. I have an ultra-wide monitor with a regular desk setup. So I just connect the HDMI here on my 4090 and disconnect one of the screens, and then it works. How much does it ask to buy? Would exactly look like yours? I don't know, man. Nobody sells it. You can build one with $700 in US. Almost. That was pretty close, but not quite. My parking skills need to be improved. So let's use the turn signal here. I wish the camera would go in the back. All right. That's it, guys. That's about it for today. Where can you find it? It's on my YouTube channel. I have details there, and all the tutorials are there. Well, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the live stream, and I will be live tomorrow again every day. I'm live stream at 8 a.m. I do have tutorials on my channel, so don't forget to check them out. Check out my tutorials, check out my videos. I have a bunch of videos if you want to see the simulator from the outside, if you want to see, you know, the triple, how does it work. I have videos behind the scenes. I have the video that I made changing the whole wheelbase here. I had a Fanatec before, and now I'm sponsored by Moza, which, by the way, if you want to buy some Moza equipment, I have a affiliate link in my description. My YouTube name is the same as here, Flybrick S60R. And also, if you click about here, that's where my little username is, a little logo. Go to my bio, you'll see the link there. There's a link tree where you find everything you need. I have a tutorial on the Apple CarPlay. I have the tutorial on how to build it. Soon I'm going to be posting the tutorial on the steering wheel. So everything is there. Most of the questions to your answers. All right, fellas, have an amazing Monday. I hope you have a great week, and I will see you on the next one. Stay safe, guys.